Go.
Go check out igsky.com if you're looking for some cheap FIFA 16 coins. Use Rossi for an 8% discount. Enjoy the video. Hello guys, Mr. Rossi 1990 here. It's going to be another one of these transfer rumours, transfer done deal videos for you guys today. There's a lot to cover, so I'm going to try and get through it as quickly as I can to not bore you. I may chuck in some effects as well to keep you entertained along the way. I don't know yet. I haven't edited the video. But holy shit, there's a lot to cover. There's a lot of good deals going on at the moment. Of course, we're fast approaching the 1st of July when the official transfer window does in fact open. But players can be bought before that, obviously, for obvious reasons, just for the fact that they can. A lot of free transfers going around, a lot of potential deals going on. But the first one could well be a done deal within the next 24 hours. And that is Michy Batshuayi, or Michy B as I like to call him, going to Chelsea. This is a crazy one for me personally, because it first started out with him going to West Ham, and then they were like, you know what, we don't want to do the deal because of the whole value of the pound or whatever. Then Crystal Palace, I heard yesterday, were interested, and I thought, he's going to Crystal Palace, a bit crazy. And then big boy Chelsea's coming, you know what, we'll take him. Move over, we'll have him. We'll absolutely take him off your hands. And it's a good signing for them. I think he's a young talent, he's performing quite well for Belgium, and he looks decent, doesn't he? Will he suit Chelsea solid play? Meet me down in the comment section below and let me know. The next player is going to be Musa Dembele. No, don't worry, not the Tottenham one, the Fulham one, who signed for Celtic. Another crazy one, because I thought he was a done deal to Galatasaray. That's what I heard, but it's nice to hear that he has gone to Celtic, because obviously Galatasaray aren't my favourite team. But Celtic, good team, good team. They've got a good manager in Brendan Rodgers. I think he'll develop him quite well. Very young talent. Did really well for Fulham last season, even though Fulham didn't do well as a team. Him and Ross McCormack up front together were actually a pretty decent partnership, getting a lot of goals. So we'll move over to the next player now, which is going to be Dwight Gale. And this one, again, could be a done deal by the time you've seen this video, to Newcastle. Didn't really come from nowhere, but there's a lot of Newcastle stuff in this video, by the way. So if you're a Newcastle fan, it's good times for you. Good and bad times. A couple of ins and outs. But Dwight Gale, I think personally, will be a good signing for them. He's a kind of player who would suit the Championship, in my opinion. Obviously, Newcastle getting relegated last season. And he's a winger card on this card, which is his inform, but I'd imagine he'll play striker for Newcastle. He seems to do well for Crystal Palace in spells. He comes on, he's like an impact sub. Whether or not he'll be an impact sub for Newcastle or not, I do not know. But the next player is another player who's linked with Newcastle, and this one baffles me, completely baffles me, but I fully understand at the same time. It's Michy, who I thought was linked to West Ham. Well, he was linked to West Ham, wasn't he? I think they wanted to sign him, and Bournemouth never let it go through. But today, apparently close to signing for Newcastle. A drop down in league, but a step up in club. You could say, apologies to if there's any Bournemouth fans out there, but you've got to say Newcastle are definitely a bigger club, even though they're in the league below. But I don't know, I never understand it. I know, like I said, they are a bigger club, but I never understand players wanting to drop a league. I'm sure a Premier League club would take Michy if he wanted to leave Bournemouth. But it's a big money deal. I think it's like 12 million for Richie. I think it's 10 million for Gale. Also, this guy, who's the next guy, of course, Andros Townsend, is linked to a move away to Crystal Palace. Apparently, Crystal Palace are activating his release clause. So it's kind of like, almost like a swap deal, pretty much, for Townsend and Gale, because Gale going to live away to Newcastle. So what do you guys think about that one? That one's been happening for a while now to various clubs, but it looks like Crystal Palace may be the team to get him for his release fee. The next player is a team of the season guy to complete the Newcastle stuff. It's Matt Zells, and he's gone to Newcastle. He's a team of the season card on FIFA, quite a young goalkeeper in a way, and he's obviously gone into provide competition for the Newcastle goalkeepers, because Newcastle actually have got 4 now decent goalkeepers. You could say they've got him, Krul, Darlow and Rob Elliott, all good on their day, and all probably good, very good Championship goalkeepers. So I'm not too sure exactly who their number one's going to be. Maybe Tim Krul move on, but we'll move over to the next player now. It's another done deal, and it's Nathan Aki. He has signed today for Bournemouth on loan from Chelsea. I think he was on loan at Watford last season. He's an okay player, but I don't think he's found himself yet, if that makes sense. He hasn't really found a club which suits him, possibly. I think he did okay for Watford last season, but maybe Bournemouth would be a good move for him. Enough on that one. So there's a lot of Bournemouth, Newcastle news going on at the moment. But the next player is Nolito. You guys probably know a little bit about this guy now, and apparently today is step to step closer for him to signing permanently with Manchester City. And hopefully that one does happen, because I hate transfers dragging on. I don't know about you guys, if you're a Man City fan, it just seems like this guy's been dragging on now, and it's nice to him to finally settle down and actually sign for a club. I know I said it's been dragging on, we haven't even hit the 1st of July yet, but you guys know what I mean. It's the same kind of news over and over and over. You want some new links. But Nolito to Manchester City could be done by the time you see this video, potentially going into the weekend. That will definitely probably be done. The next player is Mkhitaryan. Again, it's another one who's getting closer and closer. We've covered him a few times before, but Manchester United have now agreed a fee for him He's agreed personal terms, I'm pretty sure. It's a matter of when, not if, for this guy now. And I think it's a good signing for them. Obviously, for obvious reasons, he's got a 90 rated team this season. Guys have a phenomenal season for Borussia Dortmund. But again, Borussia Dortmund have been shit on. Completely shit on. I'm hoping to get some good news for them, for you guys, in the coming days. Maybe they'll make some new signings or whatever. They have signed a few players. Obviously, got that Emre Moore in the Wonder Kids video. They signed him. But I don't think he's a like-for-like replacement for Mkhitaryan just yet. A lot of pressure on him. But that's that one done. Probably very, very soon to Manchester United. The next player is a really... It's kind of a depressing one, really. Hulk's gone to Shanghai. Crazy, I know. 95 rated Hulk is his card on your screen right now. I'll probably put a Legends badge on him because the team he's gone to aren't in FIFA. So whether or not he's not going to be in FIFA 17 hasn't been confirmed yet because we may actually get the Chinese League. I'm kind of hoping we do because a lot of players have gone over there. Really, really good players. Hulk being one of them now for a top dollar. Big money move for Hulk. And, you know, he's going to smash the league, isn't he? He's going to piss all over it, in all honesty. But we'll move over from that one now because he's not in FIFA to N'Kolu, who's actually a done deal now to Lyon. He switched clubs from Marseille to Lyon on a free transfer. He's actually a really good centre-back in FIFA if you haven't used him before. He's got good pace. A lot of people were put off by his height because he's not quite 6 foot, but I'm not too much. He's actually a really good player in the game. Like I said, free transfer. I imagine that's a little bit annoying for Marseille fans. Switching over to a club in your league on a free transfer is never ideal, especially when he's one of your better players, you could say. But he is done. That's official. Done deal, Lyon. The next player is TOTY. And again, he's linked with Barcelona, but apparently today, this could be a done deal. Barcelona may be getting their man in Samuel McGee. And maybe they will. He's a really good player on FIFA yet again. He's not the tallest, 5'11", but it's not as short as at the same time. But then again, Barcelona played Mascherano at centre-back, and he is not tall at all. At all. Makes sense. But yeah, I think they'll get him Teddy. I think he'll be a good player for them. He's still quite young. Still got a lot of potential. Still got a lot of hype to live up to. So that's one in, one out for Lyon then. And they're getting in N'Kolu, getting out TOTY. Makes sense. The next player, we're going to go for some lower league ones now. So if you are bored and you want to skip through these, feel free. But Joel Lynch today assigned for QPR, like never done deal. It's kind of a meh transfer really, not really too sure to make of it. Gone from Huddersfield to QPR. It's one of them. He's an okay centre-back for the Championship. Nobody really gets too hyped about it, though. It's one of the ones that's just like, yeah, we move on. So we'll do exactly that to this guy right here, which is Luis Alessandra. Used to play for Plymouth Argyle, now plays for Hartlepool. He was recently at Rochdale, I think. That's his card on FIFA anyway. I think he's got a couple of cards on FIFA. But he's moved to Hartlepool. It's an alright signing. He was actually a decent player for Argyle. He wasn't at Argyle recently, by the way. It's like a year or two ago. But he's got 4-star skill moves on FIFA, which is quite a cool one for that level, a League 2 level. If you want to make a Bronze Beast team, maybe, potentially, possibly. Probably not. But the next player we're going to go for is Greg Wild. This one was done a couple of days ago. It's from Argyle to Millwall. A step up in division for him. He's a decent player. He's got a lot of pace. His FIFA card actually pretty much represents him to a T. He's got a lot of pace. He's got decent end product, but at the same time, it's kind of hit and miss. Every time I used to watch him, he'd make one amazing cross, and the next one would just be absolutely terrible, and he couldn't take on his man. He's a very hit and miss kind of player, but on his day, could potentially be a very, very good winger. So it's a good signing, in my opinion, for Millwall overall. But there it is. That is what it is. The next player is this guy here, Jack Byron? Can't say his name. He has moved to Blackburn on loan from Manchester City. He has got a FIFA card, which is at some Dutch team. He's Irish, so it's kind of weird. He's not a very good FIFA card, let's be honest. He's a bronze, kind of low-rated card, but doesn't mean he's a bad player. Never be put off by that in real life. He's very young, plays for Manchester City. He's got his loan move. Let's see how he develops in the coming future. We've got Sam Byram. Holy shit. What's going on, guys? There's this thing on Sky Sports, you may well have seen it if you go on the Sky Sports transfer rumour thing, called Whispers. And what it means is basically the kind of deals which could be happening in the background and people are talking about them. Arsenal, a link with Sam Byram. Arsenal, arsehole no. Okay, Arsenal. Holy shit. Sam Byram, obviously ex-Leeds, and I like him massively. Only recently signed for West Ham in January of last year. Or this year, technically, of last season, I should say. But to Arsenal? He's a right back in real life. I know his FIFA card says he's a right mid. I don't know what to make of that one. Have to wait and see. Have to wait and see on that one. The next player is Briel Mbola. You probably know he has moved to Schalke. The reason I put this one in here is because of the next guy, which is Seydou Doumbia, who's moved kind of the other way, but not quite the other way, because he didn't quite play for Schalke, but he's gone to Basel, which is the ex-club of Mbolo, which is quite cool. So they've kind of replaced him with a very good player. Doumbia on his day is a fantastic player. Really good FIFA on the team card. Didn't quite hit it off at Newcastle last year for whatever reason, but it is what it is. We'll move over to the next one now, which is going to be a Leeds link, and that is going to be Kyle Bartley. Okay, Carl Bartley is set to sign for Leeds on a loan deal, which could be happening very, very soon. Apparently, I think it's his mum or something followed Leeds on Twitter. That sparked all kinds of rumours, as you would expect. But I think it'd be a good signing for Leeds if they do get somebody like this. He's a decent enough centre-back. Leeds have always been pretty meh in their centre-back department with Belushi, especially. He could be leaving, hopefully. We've got Sol Bambo, who's an all-right player, and then Cooper, he's a good player. But it'd be good to have competition. He's somebody Gary Monk knows, obviously being a Leeds manager now. He used to play for Swansea, so it makes sense. Moving to the next player now, which is David Goodwillie. He's signed for Plymouth Argyle. You guys know I know my Plymouth Argyle news. I live near Plymouth. I go to some Plymouth games, or Argyle games, and I think it's a fantastic signing for them. I really do. I rate David Goodwillie. Great name. Great name. I think he hasn't really found himself in a few years. He's been around a few clubs, but League 2 is a decent level for him. I think he's a definite higher rated player than the League 2 level. So I think Argyle pulled off a coup there. Definitely. But moving to the next player now, which is going to be Ross McCormack. He is today linked with Aston Villa. Well, he has been linked with them for a little while. He's also linked with Newcastle, but I think with the Dwight Gale rumours going on, I think that's them probably done looking for Ross McCormack. I can't see them paying 15 million, I think it is, for Ross McCormack, and 10 million for Gale and like 12 million for Richie. That'd be absolutely mental, almost buying the league. But that's Ross McCormack. I'd like to see him go to the Premier League, if I'm being totally honest, but Aston Villa, you know, I'd love him to go back to Leeds if it was an option. Unfortunately, probably not. But that is going to be the end of this video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be absolutely fantastic. A lot of rumours to cover. Hopefully I haven't bored you. I tried to speak pretty freaking fast to try and get under 10 minutes. I failed. We've gone over 10 minutes. But hopefully you have enjoyed it either way. A like would be absolutely fantastic. If you're new around here, don't be afraid to subscribe. Just to let you know, it's currently 6:30 on the 29th. So if you watch this video further down the line and some of these deals have already happened, you're wondering what the hell's going on, then that's the reason. Or if you didn't see a deal here which happened later on today, that's another reason. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Like I said, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. See you next time, and do bye-bye. Boo!